Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I am certified life coach Talia Sage, using my natural gifts of intuition along with my learned gifts of life coaching, here to help you all navigate through the ups and downs of life in order to help you create your best life possible. Today's video message will be, what is your purpose? What did your soul want to learn and experience when you incarnated on this planet? Before we get into it, please give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It lets YouTube know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it. And it helps me to accomplish my goal, which is to reach as many people as possible, to help as many people as possible have create their best life, have an easier, smoother, more peaceful life in general. All right, so let's get into this. As you can see, we have several piles today. The messages will be, what did your soul want to experience when you came onto this planet? This could be insight into the different experiences, feelings, maybe even point towards your life purpose, so to speak, like the career that you're supposed to be into. We'll figure it all out. We'll see what the cards have to say. But this is just to give us all some insight into what we're meant to be doing with our lives, and maybe why we've experienced some things in our life, right? Okay, we have 6 group options. I hope this doesn't get too long, but we have group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've already shuffled everything because I could tell it was going to get long with the pile selectors that came out. But group 1 is this I Remember card. Group 2 is the Cosmic Heart. .222 on the clock as I say that. Group 3 is Earthed. Option 4 is Star Keeper. Option 5 is Surrender to the Sweetness. And then pile 6 is The Void. So as usual, cast your gaze over these piles and decide which pile or multiple piles are calling out to you. If you're drawn to more than one, that's okay. Just know that there are messages across multiple piles for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. If you need more time, pause the video while you're making your pile selection. Otherwise, I will get started with group 1. Hello, group 1. If you selected this I Remember card, these will be your messages for your purpose, or what your soul came here to experience. So your first card says, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. First off, your soul came here to experience and maybe to even help guide others on figuring out what their purpose is, what their soul plan was. You are probably someone who has felt a bit lost, like you've maybe had a hard decision deciding on a career path, or maybe had a hard time deciding on what to study for school. You may have even had difficulties within relationships, just maybe feeling bored, just not feeling completely connected into things. Looking for that calling, looking for that purpose, maybe. It's probably why you clicked on this video. But your soul planned to experience that. You wanted to come in. I feel like you might like a challenge, group 1. Like you love a good competition, perhaps even. You like a chase, perhaps. And that's kind of what your soul came in to experience. Coming into this world, forgetting all of those, the spiritual aspect of yourself maybe, and having to reclaim it, relearn it. You have a destiny, and part of it may be revealed in this video message. But I feel like partly what your purpose is intuitively you have a feeling of what your destiny is. But your purpose is to determine your fate. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like you have a place, you have lessons that you plan to learn, you plan to end up at. But your fate is the decisions that you choose along the way and how you end up learning those lessons or getting to that place at the end. I think part of what you came here to remember is that there really wasn't much of a plan to begin with. You may be someone who's always tried to have a plan for things. Those plans maybe have not worked out always. You might try to always be a couple steps ahead, so to speak. And it's like the more you plan, seems like the more things might go wrong in your life, or you feel like things go more wrong because of those plans, like the plans just never work out. And I feel like that's because you're not fully tapping into that destiny, that end goal, that end game. But you're going to be remembering soon. And I feel like part of your purpose is to help other people remember what they came here to experience, what they came here to learn on a soul level. All right, let's get the rest of your cards. Your Moonology card says, Wolf Totem. Beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. Next, you have Clear Your Space, Archangel Jovial, Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Then you have Leadership, Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. Didn't I say like I felt like you were meant to help other people remember what they're supposed to do on a soul level? Next, you have 36 with Gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Then you have card 29 with Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Your crystal card, let you get a look at that, is, never even seen this before. Scolecite. Dive into your dreams. And then your tarot card is the Chariot. Okay, group 1. Your purpose is to be a leader. You came here to take some sort of leadership position, whether that's in your like just within your family, within like your small space of the world, or even on a grander scale. It's going to be different for everyone. But I feel like, you even have this wolf spirit here, leader of the pack. You might consider yourself a lone wolf. You might be the black sheep of your family. You might feel misunderstood a lot. You may have, like I was saying before, you may have had this plan where you keep trying to work towards something. But you might just be spinning your wheels because it's not. If you are someone who has had those plans of trying to work towards something and they just have not worked out the way that you would like them to, it's because it wasn't it's not what you're meant to do. You haven't yet discovered it. You haven't yet remembered it. And I feel like part of the purpose is for you to remember that and step out and sort of do things on your own. You may be following the crowd, so to speak, trying to fit in to society and what other people feel that you should be doing. Putting yourself into positions or roles where other people will think it's prestigious or will look at you in a different light. But you're meant to really step out and be a trailblazer, so to speak. Part of your purpose is to help to first off clear out your junk, the energetic junk, so to speak, of like societal pressures and family pressures, and to really learn how to be yourself. Because you stepping into that is also what's going to help lead other people to doing the same thing. You might be a bit of a workaholic, just always trying to accomplish something. And your purpose is really to learn how to slow down and enjoy life. To not work so hard, right? Not to push yourself too much. To enjoy the things that you accomplish. Because I feel like you're someone who's always working towards something, always trying to achieve something. And when you get to that level, it's like you don't take much time out to really celebrate it and sit in it and congratulate yourself and tell yourself all the wonderful things about yourself. It's like you're on to that next goal. But at the same time, I feel like those goals haven't really been essential to the essence of you. You might be trying to step up and be a leader some way. Excuse me. And it hasn't really stuck yet. But your destiny is to remember at some point in your life. And when you do remember, that's going to help you to step into this leadership role. It's going to help you to clear away the energetic clutter of other people's expectations and the FOMO, fear of missing out, and just all the things that are not for you. And maybe as you do that and you dive more into your dreams, what you want to experience, what makes you happy, you will also be able to teach others the same thing, perhaps, if that's something that you're so called to do. But you are definitely meant to be a trailblazer. You're meant to be successful. The Chariot card is about success. You're meant to find success within leadership. And we have gold here. I mean, gold makes me think of money, and Yeah, being successful. Part of what you came here to remember is that you can do things for yourself. And I think you're also meant to inspire other people to get up and make things happen for themselves. You don't need someone else to fix you. You don't need a knight in shining armor. You don't need to wish upon that star. You can make it happen for yourself as that leader. You can make your dreams come true for yourself. You might have a bit of a wild streak in you, where you might daydream a lot. You might even go from one dream idea, go from one thing to the next. Not like I was saying, like maybe you haven't really found your thing because you have so many different interests. Your purpose in this lifetime is to remember that you get to determine your fate. You get to choose the path. So once you tame that wild streak within yourself and settle on something that feels fulfilling to you, that feels like you can do it for the long run, you will find success in it. And that is when you will really come into this energy of being able to slow down and celebrate yourself, enjoy your wins, really congratulate yourself on all the lessons that you have learned. So group one, your overall purpose is to be a leader and lead others through making things happen for themselves. You can do that in so many different careers, in so many different ways, whether that's with your own kids, whether that's owning a business of some sort, being a teacher, being a mentor. You are a lone wolf. I just heard you may feel alone, but you're never alone. Because you're really tapped in to source, and you're meant to be alone. That was part of what your soul came in to experience, because you can't have all of this clutter and projections and the energies of other people around you affecting you, because it's going to hold you back from going after and making the things happen for yourself and for the people around you that you're meant to achieve. You could, like I said, you might feel like the black sheep, like you might be estranged from your family, from your blood family. You might be in a place right now where you're still seeking for those close, tight-knit friendships. And that was also part of your purpose, also part of the things that you came here to experience. Because without experiencing those things, you would not be able to step into this leadership position. You would not be able to motivate and inspire others to heal themselves and to go after their dreams and make them come true for themselves. You might be drawn to being a teacher, a mentor, a life coach, psychologist, therapist, counselor, energy clearer perhaps, an artist, a musician. You could be drawn to any of those things. Once again, take what resonates with you, leave the rest for someone else. But your purpose is to be a trailblazer. Your purpose, your destiny, is to pave that path ahead for other people who come after you. And part of your destiny also is to reach those pentacles, to find that success where you can finally sit and celebrate yourself and all of your achievements. So group on. This has been the message about your purpose, the things that your soul came here to experience. If this resonated with you, please leave me, I don't know, some sort of musical instrument in the comment section to claim this for yourself and let me know that it resonated with you. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. If you'd like a one-on-one coaching session or private reading, feel free to find my email in the description box below and reach out to me. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this card, the Cosmic Heart, these will be the messages of what is your purpose, what did your soul come here to experience. I feel like it's really dark. Let me adjust this lighting. Okay, so we have the Cosmic Heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. First off, I feel like your energy is very potent. And part of your purpose, part of your destiny was to come into this life learning to manage your own energy, learning how to manifest, learning how to maybe work with the laws of the universe in order to make things happen for yourself, for the people around you. I feel that you are an earth angel. I keep seeing like Mother Teresa. That might be someone that you're really drawn to. It could be an energy that is around you. Let's read that. The Cosmic Heart. I just want to get it says, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, 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 deep. To live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks. To make your life one big moving prayer. You came into this life, well, we all did really, to live that authenticity, to really find what lights you up and to go after it. You might have feel a strong calling for something, like taking care of the animals, looking out for the planet, you know, preaching, being a good person, clean eating. You might really just feel like a calling to, you might be an activist of some sort. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. Some sort of activist where you just feel a very strong calling towards something. Let's see what your cards have to say. All right, your first card out is 8, wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Next, you have 2 totems. Owl totem. A crisis will allow you to look into yourself and make an important revelation. Next, you have blue moon. Now is a powerful time to set long-term goals and sow seeds for the future. Next, you have gifts from God. Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Your crystal card is Emerald, point your heart toward grace. When to use it: when you've temporarily lost the courage to love and be loved. When you're in need of a total refresh, open your heart to limitless possibility with Emerald. And then your tarot card is the Eight of Wands. More about movement here with that Eight of Wands. So group 2, your purpose, the things that your soul wanted to come into this world to experience. I feel like you've been through some things. Some heartbreaks, some disappointments, some letdowns. Probably having close people to you who did not show up the way that you needed them to. Could have happened at a very early age. And it all served a purpose. It was all in your soul's plan. And that plan, the destiny of that, was to teach you how to rise up above it all, how to release limiting beliefs, limitations, and soar above it all. I'm really drawn to this card here, wings. You never needed those wings to fly. It's like you may be someone who's been waiting on a miracle, so to speak, waiting for that knight in shining armor, waiting for someone to come in and give you all the things that you lacked, that you were not given in the past when you needed them, whether that's support, loving parents. It's going to be different for all of you, so apply it to your situation as it fits. This is a general reading. I feel like the things that you've been through, that they almost took away your belief, so to speak. Like maybe you were raised very religious, and then, but also somewhat abused, right? And so like that it turned you away from religion. It turned you away from, the traditional sense of religion even. You had to come up with your own way of viewing the world. And those things, that new way of you viewing the world, was a gift from God, because the things that you've experienced have given you so much wisdom with this owl totem that you're able to take and lead you to new heights. Your purpose might have to do with communicating some of this wisdom, some of this knowledge that you have learned, helping others to find their wings, helping others to rise up again after painful situations, after feeling trapped. Blue moons. What is that song? Blue moon. I can't think of the song. But either way, blue moons occur when there is more than one full moon within the same month. It's rare. You are a rare gift from God. The way that you see things, view the world, view people, view relationships, view, the way that we take care of the world, the animals, whatever, like I said, the activist before, whatever you really resonate with, that is your purpose. You're meant to share that, to communicate it, whether that's just in the way that you teach your children, whether that's you having a bigger platform. It's going to be different for all of you. I'm being drawn to this word powerful. Like your message is a powerful message. Ooh. There's some wish I feel like that you have on your heart. Whether that is people taking better care of the world, or taking care of animals, or I don't know, just treating each other better. Whatever it is for you, that is your purpose. You're meant to spread that message. Your uniqueness, being authentic to yourself, no longer shying away, waiting for other people to make it happen, waiting for other people to spread that message. That is the gift that you were given from God, and the gift that the divine wants you to share with the world. You might be great at communicating. You might have even felt that you are not a great communicator, which is a sign that you're meant to become a good communicator in this lifetime. The ones also tell me that you are very passionate about something. So whatever you are passionate about, Group 2, that is where your purpose lies. Point your heart towards grace. There's a lot of passion here within you, lots of wisdom and knowledge and ways of looking at the world. I'm feeling like some Gemini energy. You might have some strong Gemini placements in your chart. If you're not aware of what lights you up, what you're passionate about right now, there may be some situation that comes in the future, some sort of crisis, so to speak, that will open your eyes up to what this purpose is supposed to be. I just saw the word medical in my mind's eye. So it could have to do something within the medical field. Maybe helping other people get through hard situations when they're sick. Helping, I don't know, it's going to be different for everyone. I just keep having all these different scenarios pop up in my head, and we could be here all day if I kept talking about all of them. But you're meant to follow this passion that you have on your heart. That is your purpose. And it has to do with extending grace to the environment, to animals, to people even. Whatever this purpose is, whatever this passion is, it's going to lead you places. It's going to lead you to that fulfillment that you seek, to new horizons, starting new... Okay, this is funny. I was just showing Forrest Gump when he's, excuse me, when he's running all across America, and then people start following him. That's you. You may have been drawn to Group 1. If you were, I suggest you go watch it. But I feel like that's you on this bike. Like, you start some sort of movement. That is your purpose. And if it's not you completely starting a movement, it's you bringing in your unique perspective to help further it along. And my legs are tingling as I say that. So someone really needed to hear that message. And I feel like that's where we're going to leave it. Group 2, if this resonated with you, please like this message and subscribe to the channel. If you would like some one-on-one help in discovering what your purpose is, what that passion is that's calling to you, feel free to find my email in the description box below and reach out to me. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose this Earthed card, these will be your messages for your purpose, what your soul came here to experience. It says, Earth, learning to be human in the world, but not of it. I feel like Oh, the sun is blinding my eyes. Give me a second. I feel like part of your purpose, group 3, right? Yeah, group 3 is to be your authentic self and to help other people do the same. I've never gotten this message with this card, but looking at this person right here, it looks like they're in an egg, like they're in this crystal egg being protected, being guarded. I feel like you have incarnated here to learn how to not give in to outside pressures, outside beliefs, but to really be your own authentic person and to share that authentic message with the world. And maybe to help others do the same. I feel like many of us, just from a coaching perspective, from a personal perspective, we come in and start going through life based on what other people are doing, based on what people project onto us, instead of truly living for ourselves. And I feel like your purpose is to really come here and live for you, to discover what makes you happy, what makes you tick, and to go after that. But let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. Your Moonology card is Moon in Aquarius. The time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. Followed by card 43, Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. Your angel message is crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Sorry if you can hear my kid up there screaming. He's having a good old time right now. Next, your crystal card is Sunstone. Take back your shine. And your tarot card is Strength. It's exactly what I was feeling with that Earth card. Take back your shine. It says when to use it, whenever it's time to get busy or when your disposition needs a little sunnying up. First off, you're really meant to come here, and your soul's purpose in coming here was really to experience those pleasures. Like I was saying, experience what makes you happy, what lights you up. And it could have to do with getting busy. But I feel like you might be someone who deals with some anxiety, some depression, worry. And I feel like you deal with those things because you're not being fully authentic to yourself. You're not fully living your life, singing your song. And that's partly what your soul came here to experience. You are experiencing those things because you're meant to learn how to break out of that. Learn how to take back your shine. And get crystal clear, like I was saying, with your intentions, with what makes you happy. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Yes, exactly. That's what I was feeling. Your soul came here to learn strength, to learn resilience, to learn how to stand for something and stand up for something. To not give in to other people's pressures, to what the world is projecting at you that tells you what you should want, how you should feel about something, what you should do. You may have been drawn to group 1. If you were, I suggest you go watch it. If not, don't worry about it. You're really meant to come here and experience the joy, the happiness that you seek. That's really what it comes down to. Group 3 for you. Like, there's nothing more to it than that. There's not like some main specific thing that you're meant to do. You're just meant to follow your happiness. wholeheartedly, without reservation, to, to stand up against the man, so to speak. You know, we live in a very materialistic world, but you might be someone who just wants a quiet cabin by the lake, growing your own food, going out and fishing and hunting, whatever it is for you. If that's what you want, then that is what you're meant to go experience. Your purpose, what your soul came here to do, was to break out of the mold, to protect your energy like this cosmic egg here, and go after the things that will lead you to your happiness, to get clear about what will make you happy, to get clear about what is for you and what is not for you, to be strong enough to say no to the things that you want to say no to, and yes to going after those things that you want to experience. You're meant to be happy. You're meant to experience the full happiness and pleasures of this life. I feel like that's it for you. You just came here to be happy, to experience all the pleasures of life that you can find. The parties, the gatherings, the social opportunities, even getting busy. But ultimately, it's about you being authentic enough to yourself to admit the truth to yourself on what it is that you want to experience, and then being courageous enough to go after it. You might want to be a singer. You might just want to make music somehow. I'm hearing like meditations, like maybe you want to put out like meditation type music or something. I don't know. It's going to be different for everyone who watches this video. It is a general reading, so apply it to your situation as it fits. But you were meant to be your own person and to follow your happiness. Group 3. Take back your shine. Don't dim your light. Don't change who you are to try to fit in with anyone or anything around you. To be 100% your authentic self. And as you start doing that, if you are someone who deals with anxieties, fears, depressions, those energies will start to dissipate because you are taking back your shine. So group 3, these have been your messages of your purpose. I'm sorry it's so quick for you, but follow your happiness. That was your purpose coming into this life. All right. If this resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 4. If you chose this Dark Keeper card, these will be your messages for your soul's purpose and what your soul came here to experience. It says, Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. I feel like, Group 4, you are very in tune with the divine, with the cosmos. You're very intuitive. You might consider yourself an empath. You might, I'm getting ringing in my left ear. You might receive lots of ringing in your ears. You may even feel as though you have people and energies around you. Might feel as though you see things, people who are not there sometimes. I feel like you receive messages from the universe that you are meant to live out in this lifetime. See that light by staying grounded. Like you're meant to ground the messages that you receive into this planet. Whether that's by you just doing it and showing others, leading by example, so to speak, or that is you actually having some sort of platform and speaking it out, teaching other people. All right, let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. All right, your next card out is Sundress, Do It For You, card 41. Next, you have Stars, You Can Manifest Your Every Wish, card 5. This 41 also reduces to a 5. Next, you have You Know What to Do, Archangel Uriel, Trust Your Inner Knowledge and Act Upon It Without Delay. Followed by Hair Totem, It Is an Auspicious Time for New Beginnings. Your crystal card is Barite, Get Answers to Your Biggest Questions. And your tarot is the Nine of Swords. Like I said, I feel like you receive lots of messages from the universe. These things may cause you anxiety. It may keep you up at night even. But it's like, you may not even realize that you are receiving answers to some of life's, people's biggest questions. And you're meant to, like I said, take that information and ground it here into this physical plane in some way. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. It's like there's something calling you on the inside. Maybe you've already started following that inner light. Maybe you will soon start to follow it. But you have a mission. Have a mission to relay some sort of message from the cosmos down to this earth. Do it for you. You might fight yourself on whether or not to speak up and put this information out there for fear of judgment, fear of rejection. But you're really being called to do it for you, because ultimately it will lead to more happiness for you. It will lead to new beginnings for you. We have two cards of 5 here. That's about change. Your purpose is meant to create change. You can manifest your every wish. Once again, with the stars, you are very much connected to Source, to the universe. There are things that you want that you have yet to fully go after, to embark upon that journey. But once you do, once you start following that inner call, following that light, you're going to begin to manifest all the things that you want for yourself. You were meant to experience manifesting all the things that you want for yourself. That was part of your soul's plan when you incarnated here. I feel like you're also meant to bring about a shift, a new beginning on this planet. Maybe in terms of the way that people do things, the way that people think. There's some answer to something. There's a question that might keep you up at night. A question that goes through your head repeatedly. And in this lifetime, your purpose is to receive that answer. And to use that to bring about new beginnings in your life, to create change and bring new beginnings within your life, and maybe even in other people's lives. Who needs it? Anyone who leaves for work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. Yeah, that's what's keeping you up at night, wondering what your purpose is, what your destiny is. You might be looking for all those answers outside of yourself, and part of what this message is of your purpose is that you're meant to connect in with that divine energy. That there's something inside of you that you've been wanting to do and you've been not doing it. And you're being called to do it for yourself, because that's going to lead to the manifestation of so many wishes that you have for yourself. A whole new beginning. This could have to do with speaking with the swords energy. It could have to do with sharing your thoughts in some way. These books, you might even be someone who's called to write a book, to put this knowledge in a book. You're going to help answer some of life's biggest questions, whether that's just for yourself in your immediate circle or on a broader scale. It's going to be different for everyone. So apply it to your situation as it fits. You might feel as though you are in a void, and you might be drawn to watching group 6. I haven't filmed it yet, but so I'm feeling for you. Like, you might feel like you're lost, like you're in a void. But that void serves a purpose, and your soul planned for you to be in this void, because you being in the void helps you to find the light. You're meant to be the light for yourself and possibly even for others. I feel like if you have experienced something dark and heavy, or you're going through something dark and heavy, it's so that you can help guide others out of that in the future. Do it for you. You might be someone who's never really bought into the whole 9 to 5. You might be someone who wants to own their own business, who might want to set off on a different way of being. And if that is you, know that the answers that you're looking for, you're going to discover them soon, but they will only be found within yourself. Your purpose is to manifest the life of your dreams by following your inner calling. Group 3. To bring in new beginnings for yourself and for maybe even the world around you. Your purpose is to be the light, not only for yourself, but other people. Only you will know exactly how you're meant to do that, from that inner knowing that you have, from what lights you up. Group 3, if this video resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 4. If you chose this Surrender to the Sweetness card, these will be your messages of your purpose and what your soul wanted to experience when it incarnated on this planet. Your card says, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So right away, you came here to experience all the pleasures of life, to discover what lights you up, to follow that, to give in to that, to allow yourself to be happy, to feel happiness, to give love, to receive love. You could be someone who's gone through a lot of hardships in your past, a lot of disappointment that has maybe made you fearful, to allow yourself to be open, and you're meant to overcome it. let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. You have 34, Voyage. You already have all the answers. Your angel card says Prosperity. Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Your Moonology card. Moon in Sagittarius. Be prepared to be adaptable as plans you have laid may take an unexpected course. Your crystal card is Lemurian Quartz. Escape your mind. And then your tarot card is the Eight of Swords. And how fitting that that came out with this Lemurian Quartz. As I said before, you may be someone who has experienced some disappointments, some setbacks, some failures that have caused you to close your heart off, caused you to be fearful of allowing yourself to be open, and maybe even being happy, enjoying life. You might be someone who always is waiting for that other shoe to drop, waiting for people to mess up, prove you right, fearful that people are going to hurt you. Whatever it is for you, it's caused some blockages within your mind space. That's that fear. That's the lack of trust, not being able to open up and really experience the pleasures and joys of life. Your purpose in this lifetime is to overcome those blockages, to release. I don't want to say to release the past, but to accept that there's going to be good and bad, that the bad things don't have to block you off from allowing yourself to enjoy the prosperity that is all around you, that is coming into you. Like, you might be someone who has good things happen to you, but at the same time, it's still hard to fully enjoy it because it's like you have this dark cloud hanging over you because of past experiences. Your purpose in this lifetime, what your soul came here to experience, was to learn to break free of that, to allow that sun to come back in, to allow yourself to feel the full range of emotions, to feel that duality of life, the good and the bad. Don't block yourself off. Group 5. Escape from your own mind. It's like the things that you've experienced have put you into this mental prison. It's like they've taken you away from yourself, from your happiness. And your purpose in this life is to go on that inner voyage to rediscover yourself, rediscover what makes you happy, what makes you feel good. Allow yourself to get back to that place of allowing yourself to feel good again. To know that, like I said, there's good and bad in everything, and it's okay to experience both. Your purpose was to learn how to be adaptable, to not let the setbacks trap you in fear, but to allow them to help you just learn the lessons that you need to go forward without closing yourself off. You might resonate with being a starseed. You might want to look up starseeds, particularly Lemurian starseeds, because you just may be a Lemurian starseed. I'm not going to pretend to know all the meanings behind the starseeds, but I feel like there was a pretty traumatic story with the Lemurians and how some of them had to escape to Earth because their planet was being destroyed. And that could be why in this lifetime you feel boxed in to your own feelings, emotions, because it's hard to allow yourself to be open and free again. You could have dealt with some abuse in the past. I'm seeing like gaslighting. You could have had some gaslighting done to you in the past. Your purpose in incarnating here was to experience all the wonderful things of life, all the things that make life great. You're meant to follow your intuition, knowing that it is going to guide you to the happiness that you seek. But first, you have to break out of this mental prison of fear, of telling yourself that you can't do it, telling yourself that you're not good enough, telling yourself that people are always going to hurt you or things are never going to go your way, in order to go on this voyage, to take this trip. You're meant to be prosperous within this lifetime. I feel like that's within love, money, just prosperous in all the areas of life. But it will not happen until you escape your own mental prisons, your own limiting beliefs, the pain of the past that has boxed you in today. That is your purpose, to experience and surrender to the sweetness of life. So group 5, these have been your messages of your purpose and the things that your soul came into this earth to experience. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you would like a one-on-one reading or coaching session, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is listed in the description box. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, group 6. If you chose this void card, these will be your messages of your purpose and the things your soul incarnated to experience. Your card says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. First off, I feel like you are a newer soul, perhaps. You came into this life, I mean, like all of us actually, we all came into this life very blank slate, but I feel like you didn't have much karma that you were bringing with you, no soul baggage that you were bringing with you. You really just came to experience life in its fullest, to accept it, accept life, good, bad, when there's activity and inactivity, perhaps. You came to make it what you want to make it, and I feel like that's the majority of your message. So you just came here to make it whatever you wanted to make it. Let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. Your first card is Morning. The world awaits you. Card 40. Next, you have Sun. Paint the sun back into your sky. Card 11. Archangel message is Clairsentience. Archangel Raquel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Followed by Moon Cycles. Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Next, you have Frog. The path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Your crystal card is Moonstone. Find your natural rhythm. And then your tarot card is the Knight of Cups. Find your natural rhythm goes with the message perfectly that I was feeling. Like you came here to make it what you want. You may feel like you're in a bit of a void right now, waiting for something to happen. Something in your life could have recently ended, like some phase of life, something that you maybe put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, and that fell through. Could be a relationship, could be a job. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is a general reading. Like I was feeling in the beginning, you came into this world an empty canvas. And your experiences up until this point have really painted the way that your life is going at this moment. And the way that it's been painted up till this moment may not seem like it's the life for you. It might not be exactly what's making you happy. You might feel like you're just going through the motions. Like nothing is popping off for you. Like you haven't fully accomplished the things that you wanted to accomplish by this time in your life. And that's because how do I want to say it? That's because I feel like I don't even know if I hate to say this, but I feel almost like your soul really didn't come in with a plan. That's how new you are. Like you were just like, I just want to go out there and experience this. And because of that, you didn't have much guiding you to a purpose. You didn't have much to steer you in a certain direction. But the things that you have experienced upon coming into this earth now, they are the things that are steering you. The things that you've experienced that have not brought you happiness, have not brought you joy. They're showing you exactly where you don't want to go. And, that gives you insight into maybe where you do want to go, so to speak. And I feel like maybe you incarnated to discover more about yourself in general, just to see what you were capable of, so to speak. Interesting. You came here to find your way of doing things, what makes you tick, and that is your purpose, is to just find your own natural rhythm, to be yourself. You're very tuned in to the divine. Another reason why I feel that you may be a newer soul, because you haven't had a lot of, like I said, that karma that's going to shape your life, that's going to shape your future incarnations. You're creating your karma in this life. Very interesting. You may have strong clairsentient abilities. That is clear feeling, I believe. Yeah, clear feeling. Like you're just super tuned in, whether you realize it or not. You might just get strong feelings within certain situations. You might think about people and then they contact you not long after. You might have dreams about something and then it happens. Things like that. You're just super tuned in and you're creating your own karma as you go. I feel like your purpose in this life was to really follow your intuition and see where it leads you. To follow that happiness and see where it leads you. You are someone who's strongly affected by the moon cycles. You might have an affinity for astrology or be interested in learning more about it. If that is a passion that you have, I suggest that you do that, but also to just follow the moon cycles for yourself, because it will help you to discover more about yourself. It will help you to accomplish more things that you want to experience. Like, I really feel that you didn't have much of a plan when you came in. Like, you are creating your destiny as you go. So whatever you decide to do from this moment on, whatever you set your mind to, that's what you get to do. The world is waiting for you to show it who you are. You're building those foundations for yourself right now. You are, like this says, paint the sun back into your sky. You create your own happiness. Wow. This is really cool. Very cool. You have the sun, you have the moon, and you have this void. I'm trying to find the words to fully explain what I'm feeling right now, but it's like you are infinite in your potential. And I don't know if you know this about yourself or realize it, but you are infinite within your potential. So find your own natural rhythm. Find what lights you up. Live the way that you want to live. Love the way that you want to love. If you find yourself in a bit of a void right now, that is because it's time for you to release the projections, release other people's opinions, all of that, and step into this new phase of just being open to seeing what happens, to following your happiness and seeing what happens. Oh, that's so cool. It's like you are untethered. You really are not tied down by anything. Like, your soul really does not have a specific thing that it was sent here to accomplish besides just learning to be yourself, to follow your happiness. Things that have not worked out in your past, it was because it was tethered to other people's opinions, projections, their own karma. But now you're in this place, or you will soon be entering this place where you get to release it and just be free. Free to be you. Free to make life what you want it to. The void says, Starseed Inquiry, how are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? I'm sorry if you came here looking for a specific answer to what your purpose is, but there is no specific answer. The answer is your purpose is what you make it. And I don't know about you, but first off, my heart chakra just lit up. Like, that should make you so excited to know that you can choose to be or do anything that you want to do in this life. That as long as you are following your happiness, you will be taken care of. Look, cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. Something that you wanted to do that you put off doing because of other people's opinions, projections. You now are stepping into this place where you will be able to go after it. And it's a mystery. It's a mystery on where it will lead you. But we have this knight here with the cup. The cup is about emotional happiness and fulfillment. It's about love. That's where you're being led, to emotional happiness, fulfillment, and love in whatever area you are seeking it. So follow your clairsentient abilities, follow those feelings, those nudges, those dreams that you get. Pay attention to the moon cycles and use those moon cycles to create the life that you want, because it really is up to you to paint your own canvas. I love this for you, Group 6. If this video resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a one-on-one coaching session or private reading, feel free to reach out to me. My email is in the description box below. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.